Our country's government is less than 250 years. So when you think about it, Gene Dodaro's been a big part of our government for more than 20% of its lifespan. And I don't think there's anybody out there, whether in the executive branch, the legislative branch, who has had a greater impact on our government than Gene Dodaro. He's responsible for overseeing the entire federal government, all of approximately $7 trillion worth of spending. And it's not an overstatement to say that Gene knows basically where every dollar is spent and how it can be spent more efficiently.
Gene's 50 years is like incredibly uncommon. It's rare. Public service at GAO, that 50 years, that's amazing. And so how lucky are all of us, and probably most of us, that we have never known a governmental accountability office without Gene. And so, during this tough transitionary time, when I talk to other state auditors, that's what I'm going to focus on, right? Being grateful for Gene's service, his legacy, his steady hand and voice, and his unwavering leadership to public service, to state auditors, and for setting an example for me, for others, and doing the right thing.
I've always viewed GAO as the model, the go-to, the best example of excellent practice. And so as an IG, frequently when we were faced with issues that came up, our first question would be, well, what is GAO doing in that space? Let's talk to our colleagues over there, find out if they are dealing with the same issues. Are they looking at it from a different perspective? What can we offer? What are they bringing to the table? Can we partner in any way and do collaborative work? And that has been tremendously helpful to us.
If you're going to admire Gene for anything, and there's a lot you can choose from, his commitment to people and to his employees ranks number one. And he understands that he is a leader of an organization. He's not an individual. And he knows that how his team is doing defines the success of GAO.
GAO has fantastic people at all levels of the organization, and I got to know some of them in different jobs I've had in the oversight community over the years. And that was one of the great things about Gene, that I think is really a hallmark of a truly good leader and a confident leader, is Gene didn't feel he always had to be the guy out front. He certainly did a great job of that and could explain complicated things, financial and otherwise, in ways that really made them understandable for people. But he also allowed his people to shine.
I remember when I worked here, it was one of the first times I got to see it firsthand. We're down here walking into the very wide halls, and there's lots of people going back and forth, and I'm walking with Mr. Dodaro, and someone stops, and he says hello to them and has a casual conversation, ask about their family, ask how work's going. And this wasn't even a GAO employee. It was actually one of the maintenance workers here. And he had known him before, talked to him by name, and they had a good conversation. So that wasn't the first time he had done that. But to have a leader of an organization that recognizes everyone in their orbit has something to contribute and is a part of why things go well is a really good principle of leadership. And one other thing about Mr. Dodaro's leadership is think about the time that we're in right now. The country is incredibly divided. There's a lot of partisanship, and people are coming from many different perspectives. And it's really hard to be a leader that is steadfast in being nonpartisan, but also bringing people together. And through GAO's great reputation, which has been earned, but I also think because of Mr. Dodaro's leadership, the GAO's reputation on the Hill, reputation with anyone that interacts with it, is unquestioned. And it's something that is seen as, that you will get a product that represents the facts and nothing more. You will be able to interact with employees that leave their personal bias and politics aside, and that you'll have an institution at a time when the country needs it most that has the credibility to deliver information, facts, and reports that are, in fact and truly, nonpartisan.
That manner of commitment, that state of morale, particularly given the way things have changed so drastically among various, presidents in the last 15-year period. So I think, when you see an organization can go through those kinds of changes and maintain its commitment to its mission, that's a sign of strong leadership.
part of my affection for GAO is entangled just in my affection for Gene. I mean, I just think he really embodies public service. He is the, he personifies public service. He is the exemplar. And within that space of, well, in what ways? Wow. If you can personify accountability, that, you really have the keys to the castle. I just think that's so important for the general public to trust government. Half of that battle is having people recognize that government can be very accountable when you have robust, healthy watchdogs. And the great watchdog in that kennel is GAO, and they're doing it on behalf of Congress. I'm not sure what government would be like in this country without GAO.